They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Dukes offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that.
Lots of room to run. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. Touchdown, James Madison! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've got points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Troy's offense will take the field for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game.
Oh, a lot of space. The 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Sanchez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He's got it on the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Makes the grab. It's Connor. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Crowder. With the catch, it's Connor. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. to the air on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Troy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch on the left. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Barnett. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alston. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The Dukes are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Crowder. If you like scoring this one, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Knight. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun to give, looking for room. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll sneak it.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Back to throw, it's Crowder. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Joe.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Barnett. Fears the pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Using his legs, it's Lovett. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield is Connor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Crowder. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustment. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. You're like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Bryant. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Dukes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Connor.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's caught. It's Higgins. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
A big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So an 82-yard drive there, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Dukes will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for room. It's Lovett. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the 1st down, and you're obviously trying to get the 1st down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Bryant. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Got it in the middle, it's Lovett. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bryant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for space, it's Lovett. Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They go to the draw. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air. It's Barnett. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Sanchez. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Quick release on the RPO. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the Stix now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, James Madison.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw, it's Crowder. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Bryant.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Bryant. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Dropping back, it's Crowder. Gets it out quickly.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It's a turnover on downs.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.